Ramos.
Sure.
Yeah.
Khuluma.
I-sound, i-intro. For sithi show iyaqala. I-show iyaqala and then
Intro.
Yeah.
Let's say simply Kama Moses wakasiaka ngesibongo. Yeah, also known as DJ Moschino. Yeah, ngiawuthi who's at heart when it comes to community. I love everything that has to do with the community development, youth development, youth mentoring. Anything that has to do with the upliftment of young people is something that I feel I'm strongly passionate. Yeah. That's the kind of person that I am. So beyond that, in fact, I'm just a normal person, free-spirited.
Yeah.
Who I would say, preferably, I would say, it's a leader. Yeah, you know, there are people who are born to lead, and there are people who are taught how to lead. Yeah, I think when I took both,
you master.
Yeah. So I was able to learn how to be a leader, and then eventually I knew basically, as a person, I was born to lead. Yeah, but so yeah, that's Moses for you,
yeah. So like you need a driver called mostly when into because like you being
here's the thing, Mamela. Sometimes you don't need a drive. There are things that come naturally because of the fact you believe in certain things. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, let's for example, if we were to say young people now, why am I so passionate about young people? It's simple reasons, in fact. One of the reasons why I'm passionate about young people is because of I've realized a young person has the power to change into a new, whether it be economically, financially, whatever you can mention. So the thing is, with us young people, we limit ourselves into a new. We don't spread our wings and have that thing of which I'm capable of doing things beyond. Instead, speaking just for that time being
temporal target.
And now, if into based on temporary things, you'll find yourself losing.
Yeah, for too restricted with platforms.
You're restricting yourself also. But if you can open your wings and try to explore other avenues, who knows? You might find yourself so fair. Understand? So, as a young person, basically, it's not a matter of me being driven by anything. It's just a matter of saying, what is it that I see in people, especially young people? Because I believe with again, young people out there, they do have the same drive. It's just that somehow there's smaller things that demotivate us.
Then
we find ourselves so losing morally. But if you can stop thinking of negative things and start thinking of positive things, you'll find the drive to do basically everything or anything.
Yeah.
So that's how I perceive things. That's why I'm able to do the things that I do on a daily basis. Not because of I'm trying to get something minor of it or what. But other young people being better people tomorrow. That for me is the motivation.
And it's power ukuyenza into without the quest yemali ngoba lento leyenza ukuthi the work will be done.
Exactly.
Because like sometimes because unemotive yemali iyadraga.
That's why but initially it's true, ne? But initially it's a matter of in Kinga when I'm Lindos. In Kinga is that you need to remember also that we young people, we've got responsibilities, ne? And all the time so it's about the way you.
Yeah.
So it's about, but I always say don't put money first.
Yeah.
Put your work ethics first.
Yes, definitely.
This was late. Kanjani, don't worry. You know certain things zenzeka ngendlela yazo, and sometimes patience really indeed it is a virtue.
Yeah, true.
We rush to do them, and then while we're rushing to do them, that's where we mess up. Yeah, it's a mess up because of you are rushing. For example, most of the people that we work with, you told umuntu dala funa bayiphoyisa.
Yeah.
Passionate, dala funa that funa bayiphoyisa fucked up. But then now, you know where the issue is.
Yeah.
He or she was doing that because of money. Because ukhumbule ukuthi mawulambile awucabanga ekhanda ucabanga isisu. You understand? So now you find ukuthi umuntu echarge office uthi man ufuna uvula icase or ufuna affidavit, people give you attitude. Umuntu akafuna ukusiza udrag inyawo zakhe nani bese uyazibuza ukuthi why is that so? The reason being is that yena bekafuna umsebenzi. It's not a calling into ayenzayo. It's not something that he or she is passionate about. It's not something afuna ukuyenza. Yinto aphoqwe isimo ukuthi ayenze.
I think that's where money loses people sometimes. Because
we put money first and we forget about the real things that or the important things that's supposed to happen. Yeah, so because why ingqondo zethu singutshela asacabanga ngazo sesicabanga ngisiso. Yeah, so even the life esiphila manje, you cannot live this life manje without having money.
Yeah.
So we have this thing of peer pressure, we have this thing of things in social media sisibonayo, and you feel like
accommodate.
You understand? I want to fit in. Nami ngifuna ufana nabo. I want to dress up like them. I want to walk like them. I want to do things that they do, and then that's where you're killing yourself.
Obviously, you lose yourself because you want to fit in.
So now, most of us as young people, we lose ourselves in that, and the more you lose yourself, you end up losing not only yourself in a matter of buena, but you lose yourself into also getting into drugs.
Yeah.
Trying to escape from the fact that you've lost who you are, you've lost your identity as a person.
Yeah.
Now, so thola ukuthi you wanna numb that pain. Ukuthi man angazi ngisapile though.
Moshile.
Yeah, moshile. Because of I was rushing for that quick lifestyle, but not thinking thoroughly of what does that lifestyle require me to do.
Yeah, because there's a certain price you need to pay. And a good rough.
So if you rush things, that's where you pay those prices, and you pay those prices heavily. There are prices where you pay Illuminati life. The prices where you have to sleep with someone. You understand? The prices where now you get yourself into drugs and you have to sell drugs now. There's different ways where now you start losing yourself because of now you're paying the price. You're able to. So, but if you become patient, I think maybe young people, most of us young people, we need to practice them to patience.
Yeah, and especially nenye into ebalekile kubantu abancane. You know, mawuphuma kini sometimes like you need to know yourself kahle hle ubani and ufunani yini objective yakho. You understand? Because like if I was not ufunani, you will lose yourself because there's a lot of temptation out apparently.
But also khumbula ukuthi sometimes we lose our identity or we lose ourselves because of maybe njengokusho uphuma endlini. Uphuma endlini, yes. But uphuma kwakho endlini uphuma kanjani?
Obviously une-objective yazi ukuthi ngifunani namhlanje, yabo?
Ngifunani?
Uyaphuma uyavaya and then uhlangana no-speech lapha athi mfethu ngifuna izolo mina, and then you lose yourself ukuthi wena bona ufunani. So ungena on his desire, on his plan, kuma-black pens wakhe, and then you lose yourself when ukuthi for the day yini into obefuna and who you are, who you truly are. Because kuyo yonke into oyifunayo wena to yourself, it's not ukuthi izoza one day. It happening every time, every day.
True.
Ngaleso sikhathi leso ukuthi how are you close ukuyenza lento? Kufanele ngisho nokujima. Angeke uze uthi ngizobona after maybe June. You need to put ama-rems every day. Lo ma-rems akho azokuyenza ukuthi makushawa uJune, definitely we will gain sort of i-muscle efikele nalapho. But if you wanna sleep uthi ngizobona ngoJune.
That will never happen.
Now,
inkinga mina ukuphi? Mlindosi. Here's where my issue is. My issue is a point ukuthi in most cases we also lose ourselves as young people based on where we come from.
Yeah.
Ngavuka mina ngigeze ngibe muhle and what do I look myself in the mirror and tell myself whatever that I'm telling myself and become confident as much as I can or possibly as I can. And so inking has be the people that are in that household.
Yeah.
There's nothing ebhlungu njengokupulwa down by your own flesh and blood.
Yeah.
You understand? Hence you'll find other young people, they don't even see confidence. No matter endlini, akaitsana confidence like based on the fact yokuthi
from mama roots angekho supportive.
Let me just say for example, okay, zero clean umuhle grand. You're confident. Believe me, you're confident. Then your mother comes or your father comes. Akubizwa ngokuthi useless.
Yo.
You mount to nothing. When I when I achieve, there's nothing that you can achieve. When I as we sagala mapunchi, sagala mazamba, you just individual. We don't that's mount to nothing.
Yeah.
So if your own flesh and blood is telling you that, how do you then face a day like that?
You know, for me now, to that situation, I haven't experiences most namajita nam even personally me. You know, my experiences are anjalo. You know, if like you know yourself, Moses, when you're starved to uban, you're starved to ufunana. So leyo nto leyo yenzayo uzoyenzela wena. Uyangithola? Most thina amajita ngizobeka kumajita siyahluleka ukuzenzela izinto for thina. Sifuna ukwenzela ukubukwa ukuthi hayi yabo. So ungahlula uvuka ekseni ushaya umbhede wakho ushaya iroom lakho elakho mara uzofuna ukugeza imoto ukuthi ukwazi ukuya emall. You failing yourself da because ufuna ukwenza into ukuthi ibonwe abanye abantu. So la if uyazicava noma ngathiwa kunabantu aba-oppressayo abakusaphansi but awenzeli bona wenzela wena. Uyangithola? You have the motive ye drive ukuthi mina ngisithunela mina lento le because angifuni ukusubmita kuma old lady, angifuni ukusubmita kumama but ngizenzela mina. I think that's a first thing, that's a first power that you gain to yourself ukuthi awunama reasons yokuyenza because uyenzela inhliziyo yakho because heart doesn't have reasons.
But the heart doesn't have reasons. True. But let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Whatever we do these days, there's a reason behind. For example, if I wake up in the morning, ngithi ngokhreza ngophusha ngophanda. Angiphandeli mina kuphela.
Wena kuphela, yeah.
We've got siblings. You've got a family that's looking after that you need to look after. So there's reasons that propel you to mina ngikhozo ngispayela abantu la.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But if the same people are the ones that don't appreciate
what you do,
they don't value what you do, they don't even support or say to go and push up press our part.
Yeah. Yabona leyo problem on a short term period yakhawatha vele ngoba ishaya wena. Understand? But on a long period you wena beneficial because the day uvaya ngoba ngeke uhlale nabo forever bazokhumbula ukuthi shit uMose bekasenzela yazi and besincike ngayo bekuyinsika yethu kanti bezo realize on a long term ukuthi lo muntu lo besimdinga kahle.
No, I agree.
But on a short term it will kill you.
I totally agree. Ngiyabamba. It's just that hey, you know sometimes we need to look at things holistically. In a point whereby also that we face the effects as into ezenzakalayo on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You understand?
Because everything is in a present moment.
Yeah, because sometimes we generalize things. We generalize things, and then when now you are faced with a situation where that's where you see which is your car.
Yeah, true that.
But if you're not faced with a situation, it's easy for us to sit here and say all the things that we are saying and so on, but without us even putting ourselves in people's shoes.
In people's shoes, yeah. But
Teenager, one thing I can tell you, personally speaking, I can tell you, you're right. Self-confidence is very much important. But for me, it's not even about the confidence anymore, but it's a matter of trying to be strong mentally.
Yeah.
if you can fix in our mental,
Yeah.
how we think, how we perceive things,
Yeah.
then you'll be able to face the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The confidence is something that you can work on on a daily basis. But when it comes to ingqondo yakho, because remember the mind is a dangerous it's a dangerous thing. In mind, what is a devil's playground. That's where we need to work around.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you win, if you're strong, ingqondweni, mamela. Irrespective of whoever says what or does what. I'm sorry. Let me give you a practical example. We personally, I volunteer
Yeah.
If bengamela abantu, how would author Spani, a holy lapa, not what. I could have left a long time ago.
Yeah.
But the question is me leaving because you understand? But instead, because mentally I was prepared, I would know, but I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm trying to achieve. And what I'm trying to achieve is beyond what people are thinking. Yeah, but I'm thinking good I'm also from Spain, which is I'm not there. There are certain things that I'm trying to achieve, which is one of the things that I'm trying to achieve is to unite young people. Put young people in one place and say, young people, let's make a difference to community need.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so us saying Smele Banucha Zosenzela, Smele President it's not gonna work out. Because of remember, young people have got power,
Too much.
We've got power beyond to change into a buyer and to create so many things. But then now you can't to ask us to some minds together and say, let's push.
The problem is most of the time we think what to create. And then checking what possibly can be done for us and what changes you understand? Because most of the time if I see black race, they have the mindset of us versus them.
Okay.
Not us as being. You understand? Ube for yourself because ufuna benefit yourself and your community. You understand? Most they just think us versus them. You understand? Sizobahlula kanjani? Yabo, I think like izinto ezenza ukuthi ezinye izinto zingayenzakali.
As you know this thing of us versus Balban. It's something.
It's a monkey business for me now.
Yeah, but you're killing yourself. You understand?
Yeah.
The rule I have is that stop focusing on other people, focus on yourself. Listen, this thing there is when we achieve. As a competition in China.
It's too much. I see you now.
Everybody is running his or her own race.
On race.
You understand? So if you are based on Guti, yes, I'm better than them. You're not gonna achieve anything.
He's behind.
Yeah, it's fine. Just look at yourself and say, what is that I want to achieve? Till I see team. What is that we want to achieve? Without even looking at Banya Bantu, leave them out. Don't even consider them. They don't even exist. Because they're running their own race, those people.
Yeah.
When you have to focus, because the more you start focusing on it, you end up losing.
Yeah.
Years.
Definitely.
You lose it because of now. Eventually, let's say, for instance, if we were to say EU desk, since my EU desk are different from other police stations. If we were to say, as Protiat and EU desk, we're looking at Itopsenville or Jablani EU desk, Morocco EU desk. Where's Swoop today?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Morocco, I send a youth desk. Jablan, I send a youth desk. So now, you looking at that, then you check. Okay, fine. If it's Begalabant Club, it means we could have crumbled the same way whenever crumbling.
Definitely, yeah.
Because we're looking at what they're doing. How big we're in, how far.
How far.
Yes, we're looking at their steps. We want to take their steps in that. You understand?
Yeah.
So then now it defeats the purpose in years. If your purpose was to fight gender-based violence, it means you won't be able to fight it because why? nibheke laba ukuthi bayenza. You copying everything that they're doing.
And you copy futhi schedule is wrong because you copy most ama-lose as well, the way they lose.
Ukhumbule ukuthi njengoba ngithi everybody runs his or her own race. Khumbula something ukuthi ngasingabantu we build our own foundations.
Yeah.
The foundation yami ngifine foundation ngamakhelwane.
Never.
Yebo. And it depends on your foundation how solid it is. Ukuthi to make that wall or that building to stand for so many years.
Yeah.
If your foundation is weak, just know with the whole thing. Yeah. Based on smaller things, let's think fight your own battle. Fight your own battle. Don't focus with Banuti, no 10 in Ganj. Leave that people. Run your own race. And check yourself when am I doing the right thing? And then that's it. Be your own judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you go far. You'll go far. Because mind you, there's so many things that we need to, as young people, to get up and deal with. So if you want to busy sipikarana and trying to compete with one man, competing with color of the skin, which when you're not gonna win. For example, how are we gonna face or defeat in the GBV? Because now we've got a crisis, a gender-based violence that's happening.
Yeah.
Gender-based violence is on the high.
Yeah.
Like on a serious high. How are we then dealing with it if so busy, so was busy? Solutions will never come up. We'll just be it's the same thing as curriculum. We'll be pointing each other, like for example now in the gender-based violence, we're pointing each other.
Yeah.
Women are saying men are trash, men are this, one's the perpetrators, none. Women are also saying, no, but women are also perpetrators.
Yeah. When I'm most on my point of view, like we lose all the game looking or begana ngendlela simple. Sibonana ngendlela esihlukene from kumachita na machir. You understand? Because men's they have those desire ukuthi umuntu esifazane kumele ibe kanjani. And then the ladies they have those desire ukuthi indoda kumele ibe kanjani. So all those characters I demand. You understand? I demand because I'll accept the way reality umuntu engakhona. You have your own desire ukuthi ngifuna beso. And that's too much. It drives a human being crazy. Because you're being somebody for somebody. And then you lose yourself. You understand? You lose your temper, you lose everything.
But also Lindus, let me ask this question quickly.
Yeah.
I get that we end up losing yourself. But let's say if you're a man or a woman and you like someone, but you know which you've got preferences. Because what is our preferences? And so I don't believe Uchi my outushela no mamu sister.
Yeah, you don't have no
veins. That you know which these are the type of people that I go for.
Yeah.
And why you saying you go for those people? Because of you've got a certain caliber, yourself, certain things that you look for. You've got a box that you tick with smart, or in a good body, or educated, or the so you check. And now my question is that would then be wrong if I then say go I have expectations that I need from that kind of woman.
Nah, like it will depend ukuthi lo muntu osifazane yena naye ukanjani. Let's take maybe mhlambe uthola umuntu ophuma endlini ecebile. Right. Lo muntu une mindset different than you if wena awuphuma ekhaya linjalo. You understand? Because yena uvuka ngama bacon and cheese, it's just culture kuyi. You understand? And if wena uzofika nama demand if yena akekho that kuwe ukuthi akayi that much uzoba inidi kuye, uzoba something different, and ezoba a cost. kuye for yena. If wena you are not, and the society will tell yena ukuthi your man should provide, your man should what, you understand, and then you feel with no way, my man doesn't do that.
Are you okay? Wait, are you saying to me, as a person, should I now lower my standards?
You should respect your standards first.
Let me say I do respect my own standards. Should I then lower my standards based on the fact of is doing his phone? Let's say, for instance, I in example, I'm a cultural person or traditional person, and I demand respect. You understand? I demand respect. What does then happen? Should I then lower my standards and say, no, I shouldn't demand merely natural?
Yeah, that's a different drive. That's a different direction. But
that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes we lower our standards based on the fact of happy.
Yeah, that's a different direction. But let me analyze it simple. Yeah, in your case, you say with that type of guy or demander ama standards work, and broad. You understand? So which means you have your own fish. Kunama fishes wako okumele uwathole.
Hence, I spoke about the caliber. To say you check your caliber. You check about these are people that preferably these are people I go for. If for example I go for rich people, I cannot say now I have to lower my standard and go for someone who's average.
Average, yeah, basic.
Because this is who I am. I prefer these people. They're not too. So now, what I'm saying to you is that sometimes we cannot lower standards, because if you lower your standards, sometimes you'll find yourself losing who you are.
Yeah, definitely, that's true.
We are Zufunani. Go for what you want.
That's true.
Rather standards go up rather than zero. I believe in that. Because it's a daily thing. It's how we live. I can't settle for 1,000 rand while I know that I can get 5,000 rand.
Yeah, for me in my case, more the reason why being issue it's a different movement when sibeka ngalo ndlela, because mawudila nomuntu wesifazane udila nomunye umuntu, especially when you a man udila nomunye, because abantu besifazane bayolunye uhlobo lwabantu kithi, banezinto thina singenazo bona banazo. I respect them much because they can kill you easier than another man can kill you. You understand? Because they're so powerful, they're so strong.
True, I agree.
And they've been doomed with bangabona ama powers wabo, because they've been told with mele baby kanjani. You understand? Okay. So I'm not going there, but into engisho ukuthi if uzothola umuntu wesifazane ozaziyo yena onawo lo ma powers la ngikhuluma ngawo mina, the backbone, yangithola, it's gonna be hard for wena ukuthi umconvince or uzwane naye. You understand? Because nizohlezi nilwa. You understand? If you get the god lady okanjalo ozaziyo ukuthi mina ngisona so and uyamthanda uyamfatela, but on a daily basis nyalo ngoba you need to meet these standards and blah 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 blah, but the point here melenizwane in the end of the day.
I think Mamela, I get your point, but I still feel that you don't lower your standard, because certain things you could use. I feel like they boil down to your communication. That's why there's GBV. That's why there's so many cases that are happening. It's understand that in a relationship.
Definitely.
So hence I always feel like when it comes to my case of GBV, communication is key.
Yeah. And
that's why I feel like the reason why GBV is high, there's been a lack of communication. Whole food. Because we are sugar corn, and that's a root.
Yeah. And for me now, my point of view, according to the case at GBV, mostly, we're dealing with people like mawumjita dila nogelu wako udila now. So if you fail ukuthi udile nento yakho, definitely like kuzoba nokulwa phakathi.
Here's the simple thing I always say: before getting into a relationship, do a self-introspection. Deal with whatever demons that you have. Before getting into a relationship. Same applies to a lady.
Yeah.
Why? You don't want these things when they come back, they backfire.
Yeah.
Awufuni into leyo. Because uthole ukuthi umuntu ufela indaba yokuthi my past relationship was like this, so therefore ngifuna.
Yeah.
So deal with your demons first, finish, and then say, I'm ready now for this. I'm ready to build something under Mutlu.
Yeah.
That's my own view.
Yeah, that's your own view. But outside here, people are not just in people banama cravings. Like most amantombazane, they be like, nah, mina ngikhona ukuhlala 6 months ngingekho ku relationship. Nah, like they always want to be on a relationship. Umuntu akasitholi isikhathi sakhe. They don't find isikhathi with okay, mina ngubani ngifuna. They just want to deal with guys.
I understand, but ukhumbula ngithi we are people, we are human beings as social. And as human beings, we heal differently. Kunomuntu okwazi ukuheala while aku relationship. Kunomuntu okwazi ukuheala when alone.
Yeah,
there are people who are able to say, no, let me get into a relationship and be able to heal because I'm a partner that is supportive, a partner that's willing to listen, a partner that is there for me. So therefore, I don't see the purpose or the reason why should I be alone.
I think
this person will understand where I'm coming from. So we heal differently. It's just a matter of, I feel like in most cases, just check yourself, Kakul.
But for me now, on the case, mostly aba healer to somebody, let's say dangerous movement, cause like history will repeat itself and you go crazy if usathola into efanayo.
I still say
saved, same plan.
I still say it depends on how you communicate, because of, let's say for instance, I come back, I get into a relationship, I then say to my current girlfriend, listen, this is what happened in my past relationship. So happened. Can we make sure that we work on that? Because remember, everything that you go through is a life experience. It's a lesson that you learn.
It's all about experiences.
And you don't want to see that happen on your other relationship. So therefore, if you talk about it, then and there would invite. So I don't want that in my relationship.
Yeah.
Can it be in the willingly because of my heart allows me to do so? Yeah. Because I love you so much. There will be something I would myself monthly allowance and demand the monthly allowance because so it boils down to how good are we communicating?
Yeah. Those monthly allowances are savings. Loyal, we are savings. It's on work.
That's why we are
span.
It's a matter of how do we communicate to come up with one thing. That's just my. But people have their own perspectives, their own views.
So, from Tina on this board side, the support station, like Mina, I don't think we have much power to break GBV. I think it's only awareness to people who experiences.
The only thing that we can do is create awarenesses. Create platforms where people are able to go and report.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Create awareness based on the fact of which how do we see abusive.
Yeah.
What is it that you can tell? Change of what to a change of tone, change of how he or she does things. Understand? Those are the smart things. So Tina, from that point of view, police station, and I think it's the matter of just creating an awareness. In creating platforms, giving people relevant information on where they can go in terms of when they're seeking help.
Yeah.
Understand? Those are the only things you can do. Beyond that, I don't, because of, remember, I need to pay down with GBV is that it's not something that you can police.
Yeah.
Because it happens.
It moves.
Endly. While people are sleeping, while people are not there.
And then it pissed me off. They normalize ukushaya.
We understand.
And then we can't leave nabantu abanjalo and say, I mean, like
I'm feeling that.
So how can you
feel like that's enough?
So that's crazy.
We go back to saying creating awareness. Let women talk to women. Let men speak to men. Let's have that thing of communicated because of we hardly do so. We hardly build each other with certain things. Which, no man, my guy, sister Agasha, my guy, sister Obanjo Ganj. We hardly do that. Same applies to women. Women, they never talk about those things. Which I mean, my man, which you shower and then you don't feel you don't feel like you are woman enough or whatever. What if next time you shower bulal?
Yeah, because that's a cascade.
So that's what I'm saying. We need to have those conversations over and over again. And when you have those conversations, let it be not just be a conversation that is we're scared of saying things spade to spade.
Yeah.
We need to be bluntly honest.
Yeah,
and
we need to
speak
be
everything
naked.
Exactly. So that we're able to get through or get down to the bottom of everything in Zagala.
Because my cases are pumile yo.
So we cannot. That's what I feel like we won't be able to end GBV. GBV is all about just us creating awareness and people trying to understand themselves when they get into relationships. And remember, it's not just between partners.
Yeah.
It happens with the LGBTIQ plus community. Yeah, whereby we find other people that have a problem with lesbians, gays, transgender, and whatnot. Yeah, so GBV is broad. Hence, the only thing that we can do is just to create some awareness, educate the community, have more programs that speak directly to GBV. And also, if you can go back to schools, maybe have a syllabus or whatever, a program that teaches also about GBV at an early age. Groom a boy child at an early age on how to treat a man. Groom a girl child on how to treat another man.
Yeah, because they don't mostly. It's so dangerous. Kids, they don't learn when we teach them. They learn when they see.
And now that's a dangerous thing. It's a good thing because of there's nothing wrong, according to them. So hence I'm going back to say, at an early age, we teach these kids about how do you treat umuntu wesifazane. Simple. We play our role. That's what we need. So now the government is not opening up those doors for us.
Yeah,
to say, let's have educational platforms where we teach about what is GBV, where does it start, the root of it, and that's what the only thing that we want to see is victims. All the time, victims.
All the time.
And sometimes it's draining because you're not educating. Instead, they feel like you're showing off. So le uthi uzofunda ngomunye umuntu uthi doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Ayisipani kanjalo.
Let's educate. Let's have programs as to educate these young people, because GBV is something young people. You understand? That's why you also look at the divorce rate in South Africa is very high, and it's between young people only. Shata fasting. And then you get into these things, and then in the long run, then you get into that thing which is a divorce. Bengazi to abusive so.
And you know want to play him because you signed a contract on your own.
So that's those are things.
Yeah, those are the most. We remove awareness.
Yeah. Let's just create some awarenesses. Let's push. We'll see. Yeah, the steps, one step at a time. Rome wasn't built in one day.
Yeah. One t-shirt at a time.
Exactly.
One t-shirt at a time.
Enjoy.
So get over school. I thank you, Tamo. Nice conversation, having a convo.
Let's talk. You can talk. It's about to get hot. Lindani a Dlamini.
Yeah. Lindani, I am Dlamini.